Yeah, don't finish my story about. I think I went off on a whole other tangent, as I sometimes do. By the way, I am Val Jones. That well known celebrity you probably never knew. Ask about me. The first queen of Foxy 99, the first female voice you heard on that station when it aired in Fayetteville, North Carolina, was mine. Mine and Tony Light, two Pisces, and it's Pisces season too, right? Gotta love Pisces season. And shout out my people at Starbucks who are Pisces too, and my crew. We got Pisces all over the place. I'm in my happy place. But yeah, did I finish the story about the fact of why I say your health is your wealth? Because I have chronic kidney disease and high blood pressure diagnosed January 26, 2020, when they said I was dying. Maybe I died, but maybe I lived to get a brand new life. Telling you, this is my walk, and I choose to do it without a lot of toxins in my body. So, oh, hey puppies. Hey puppies. You know, I call everything puppies, and they're probably full-grown dogs. But everything's military brats will call everything a puppy, including a turtle too. As parents, just what we do. Hey puppy, because most of us when we were born, our parents had pets. I know. I remember I had a pet, Cocker Spaniel or Chow. Well, I had both. Well, I don't remember which ones. Anyway, see, I went up on my tangent again. But anyway. Maybe I died January 26, 2020, but I came back to say, because I had a blood pressure, so they said it was like 260, 280 or something, 220. I mean, you know, I walked in. That's a funny thing. Find out what happened on that day. Whew. See what type of stars were aligning or unaligning or unaliving. What am I trying to say? I don't know, but I know my mom and my dad, my mom in particular, her blood was in that place, Womack Medical Center. I had 7 doctors looking out for me. That was not an exaggeration. Check the records. Please. I don't lie about me. I don't lie about things like that. But I see some people do. That's why I say, if you got FBI, CIA researching you, what did you do? And who turned them on to me? Thank you. You connected me with family. Ha, 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 ha. Anyway. The irony that is not a lie. So, anyway. The CBD is starting to kick in, and there are bobcats out here. Coyotes, not bobcats. Yeah, they said bobcats too. You know, and I'm like having such a good time. I know. Anyway, yeah, but I wasn't having a good time then, because they were saying I was an experimental child. It was an experiment when it first got to Fort Bragg. This was before everything shut down. And I walked in on Grammy night. Listen, in case you all too lazy to look it up right. I walked in around 8:30ish, between 8:30ish and 9 o'clock on Grammy night at Womack Medical Center, fully expecting to be there. This was on a Sunday. Fully expecting to be there and not seen till at least Monday, 11 or 12 noon. 15 minutes to get fresh your arm. That's never happened at any emergency room, more or less, Womack Medical Center. I was impressed. Somebody loves me. All I can say, I guess, I don't know. Maybe I'm just blessed. But right before the experiment. So, new experimental drug. They just got it in. They didn't know what it was going to do. They clearly didn't. Like I said, they just got it in. That was worse. I did everything. If we don't give it to you, your body is shutting down, which was hard for me to believe because, I just walked in. I've been sick, And I had the whole vertigo, and I mean, that was scary. Because if you have ever had vertigo, that is the scariest shit ever. Ever. I never had. Now, like I'm in my 60s when this was happening. I've had some interesting things and stuff in my life, but I've never had that, right? Like, what is this? Well, certain people say it's vertigo. I don't know. And we do know that, you caught me out of Fort Bragg a lot in the track and walking it out, because that's what I do. A lot. I exercise. I have been, I won't say an exercise freak, but there's a little bit of vanity in me with my family, my mom and my dad. You didn't see, let me tell you something. My parents were not like their brothers and sisters. There's always one different one in the family. That's what I said with James Timber Rockefeller. There's always a different one with a different perspective. I was blessed to get that on both sides, my mom and my dad, because they each one were the one in that family. You know what that means. They were the Abels. Two Abels got together, made a third Abel. Ooh, three. Three has always been a start number for me. I was 3 on Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. They called me Sassy. I was one of the honchos. We had 2 honchos. I was one of the honchos. Little 5'3" me. What does that say about me? Well, I'm not military brat for nothing. I have that side. See, I'm like my daddy, little Bob Jones Jr. You don't want to see the Bob Jones Jr. come out of me. Yikes. Sheesh. Ooh. Anyway, though, so I walk in, and honestly, by this time, I'm dealing with, unnamed or named demons, unseen people, ghosts, people like texting me, and calling me. I mean, I'm just being bombarded by shit I can't see. I don't know what's going on. So to find out that story just didn't happen to me, oh my God. So I see that there are some people who really do pay attention to me, but they don't want to say. And I get it, okay, because these people, let me tell you, they're good at doing what they do. They're not, I will give them that credit. The the devil ain't no joke. No, not this one. This is a supreme demon. And yes, I am fine. Where are you at right now, daughter? I'm happy on Legacy Land. I'm chilling by myself without any simps or stands. I'm cool. There's always security one way or another around me. I'm in my happy place, guarded by my family. I don't know what this is. All I know is somebody loves what I have to say. And I'm proving, by the way, that somebody lied, but it wasn't me. I'm just telling the truth. But you want to kill me. Wow. The devil's good. And he pushed the devil in me. I'm better. Anyway. So, in getting better, I have stage 4 chronic kidney disease. And my kidneys were shutting down. That's what they said, January 26, 2020. My kidneys, everything was shutting down. Everything in my body was shutting down. And those were some of the hardest times in my life. What I went through after hey again, after I got the infusion. I thought I was sick before with the vertigo and everything. But after I got the infusion, man, that shit was like, there's no words. I mean, one of your favorite. mother and Miss Nancy says be classy. But this dude is not classy. One of your well-known celebrities had a total meltdown when he had the infusion. Because you lose, like, I lost 26, 27, 28 pounds. Like, I'm like, by this time, I had gained a little weight for me. And I told you, my body automatically, there's a vanity gene in my family that we don't get overweight. People, my mom and dad's family, if you look at my cousins are not me. I guarantee you, on both sides of my family tree, you see overweight people with multiple babies, illegitimate babies. I mean, I'm just saying, your life is your life. Do what you want to do, and they'll be the most religious people in front of you. But I'm telling you, nah, both my grandmother on my daddy's side and my grandfather on my mother's side did not do churches, because churches, they hurt us, because these are not the churches of whatever they were made for. They ended up being something else. And it's like people in organizations. Tell me again why the churches aren't taxed. Because that's money for God, but it's not going to God. It's going to lying. It's funny when churches say don't do this, and yet they do. In the most despicable, grossest way. You think people would have prayed for my happiness, okay? They were praying for my downfall. They wanted me to fall. They were waiting for me to die so they can say, we love her. Oh, she was so good to us. Oh man. That is a real hardcore biblical life. Like, I'm like, and I'm Pisces, so I see the irony of the Saturn lesson. Like, if we had told you, knowing what you know now, if we had told you everything, because you are that empath, you are that oracle, you are that. Nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can act like they make up and they know you. Nobody knows you but you and us. Who is us? The us I trust. The us that created me. Don't nobody in social media know about me. I don't give a damn who they be or who they say they are. You see any of them around me? Step Froggy, jump. Yes, Molly. Bet me, bet me, bet me, bet me, bet me, bet me, bet me. I bet you won't come. I bet you won't come. I bet you won't. Yes, Molly. I hear the birdies. Don't just stop. Told you Bob Jones Jr. come out. The devil set me up. And I'm trying to keep from setting the devil up because the devil's already been set up. If you know, you know. This went somewhere else, yo. Ooh, taking little pieces of my hair and dropping it out here. I guess it's my confirmation. I do love this place. You will find when you're on your path, you will know when you align because there's a glow, there's a feeling, and it's like if people ask you if you're fine, you're okay, and you say, yeah, I'm fine, I'm out, but you're not. I'm good. Did I finish the story? Anyway, so yeah, the infusion. Uh, Worst pain ever, ever, ever. I actually wouldn't want. I can't. I felt like I died many times. I tried to get out of that hospital. I even got out of that hospital probably quicker than I needed to. But there were a lot of discrepancies in the handling of my situation. I know it was new for everybody. It was new. All of this was new. Was it planned? I don't know. I mean, everything is planned to a certain degree. But all of this was new. But one thing I do know is the main doctor, the head doctor, who said, you got to take these meds. You got to take these meds. Meds are something I don't do. I mean, I was an avid, like, I'm not taking no meds. I don't take it. I'm doing the natural thing, da 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 da. So I get it. I get it. I get it. You have some people that will not take any kind of medication. Or you have some people that, like, you break your arm and you're going to wait for nature to heal it. Well, back in the day, when we were out, back in the day, they also died early. This whole, like, we lived till we were 300, maybe, but the food was different, the times were different, the life was different, and by the time you got to the 1700s and 16 and 1700s, people died really quickly. Okay, you did good to make it to 20, and like, you look at this generation right now, they're not even making it to 20, they're barely reaching 25, 26. I mean, you know what, your Jesus, didn't make it to 33, and they're not even making it to that. I'm just saying. When I turned 66, I was really, like, not supposed to look back, and somehow I got rerouted. Yeah. Ooh. Wow. And it took me on a whole new path of, it's biblical. Had I not went through all of this, it would be hard for me to just turn my back on some things. Because I am my daddy's daughter. But I'm also my mother's child. And Mother Earth is evolving. And wants me to evolve with a smile. My order is, you take care of us, we take care of you. That's not a command or a demand. That's a law. At least for me it is. I don't care what it is for you. I'm going by my law. You cannot gaslight me or mindfuck me or say, you just on a program. Bitch, I know who, I'm talking to. And I know who and what talks to me. And when Daddy says no, no matter how much I may feel in my heart or my, soul or whatever, it's a no for me. Because the wrong path at this point can cause you death. Not just lessons. Oh, it's a lesson. It's a lesson. It's going to be a lesson. And you can say, well, this is stimulation, Dad. You just won't die. Oh, yeah. As people who've ever been in a real war, that's why you folks that be playing, Call of Duty and all this stuff, and soldiers are different. A gamer is one thing, but when you're dealing with military people, at a certain point it stops being a game. This is not a game, and you got the wrong people thinking that they can game a whole world led by some narcissistic, I don't know what that energy is. Brad saying, you don't want to know. I got it. You gotta know your battle. You gotta pick and choose your battles. So that's why, you see this glow on my face, and I'm up here like, I'm seeing the, you might can't see it, okay, but I'm seeing the spider web. I'm seeing those, like, spider webs, little spider webs like that, and I'm just, this is my Garden of Eden. Why would I, I have no reason to hang around any celebrity or any famous person or whatever, or anybody, in this area who think they're famous or this or that, or clubs or groups or whatever. Been there, done that. There's no therapy and none of that for me. I need to heal because I have chronic kidney disease and high blood pressure, and Dealing with that type of energy, that's the type of energy that almost took me out January 26, 2020. It wasn't just the infusion. I was already being groomed to die. I was ready. And this would have been about the second or third time this has happened. All I know is I am not supposed to die until I'm supposed to die. So whoever is going to try to kill me, you have just committed suicide. Take that how you want to. And the order for me is just don't look back. It's like Lot. Lot knew he couldn't go back to Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot left a lot of good people that he cared about, but people did not care about him at all or his family. They tried to destroy him. Oh my God. They tried to destroy him. And again, I'm talking about energies. Just don't put it on one thing as Sodom and Gomorrah, because the main people that are arguing about something are the main people who do it. And, you got to ask yourself, why does everybody have to be gay or bi? When does straight people become a sin? When did being straight become a sin? When did being a good kid become a sin? When did making good grades become a sin? When did not wanting to have babies because you just didn't want to have babies? It's like, like I'm not a real woman if I don't spit out a baby. Even though I could. One of the best things about my age is I don't have to get pads. I am so I love that. Menopause is no joke though. That's the trait. I'm like, oh God, Jesus Christ. Oof. You shrews. Menopause is going to be hell for you. And that's what some of you men are going through, because when the woman has menopause, it's just like military. When people say, when you're in the military, when one person's in the military, everybody's in the military. When your woman, or your mother starts having menopause, everybody has menopause one way or another. It is hell. Life is funny. Oh my God, Mother Nature has a sense of humor. God has a sense of humor. God is hilarious. And that's what they said. You are hilarious too. Focus on your funny. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. That's what you're going to do, because we're going to kill these other muggles for you. Don't worry about it. They will not touch you. And so therefore, don't try to force me to do things. Like, don't try to force yourself on me, or don't try to force any drugs in me, or don't try to force something that goes against my nature, or karma will immediately come for you. Daddy does not play about me. I'm telling you, this is not Bobo from the hood, or Jimbo from the hills. Messing with me will get you killed. What if I'm not kidding when I say I'm God's daughter, and God is his daughter too? What if I'm telling the truth? Why can't I be a representation of that? Because I don't look like who? Who don't I look like? What's a God or goddess supposed to look like? What's an angel supposed to look like to you? She's got to have long flowing hair. Oh, wait, I got it. And it's real too. How about that? Natural too. Do I need to have backlashes? Do I need to have blue lips or red lips or big ruby red? Do I need to back my ass up? You know what? Mm-mm. Does she know? Yes. Because Daddy and Mommy said, don't look back. Lot, don't look back. Because if you look back, you're going to get salted. Or was it assaulted? Same thing. And then you know what you do when you get assaulted. You turn everything into the Dead Sea. Those scrolls might be talking about me. There's a story and a message in that, right? Maybe that's just me, you know, doing my creative poetry, poetic justice. On Rockefeller property, too. Legacy land, how about that? I got some books coming. But you can go ahead and get books from people who can't even read or write. They got ghostwriters, right? And they're boring, just like, But you might want my books. And you know what? My books are going to be different because I know people can't read or write. The majority of them, say what you want to. Well, okay, my can. So I take that back. So I might do the writing books. Why am I pulling out my hair? Maybe I'm just giving an offering, getting the dead hair out, and giving it to the land. Recycling. I give, it gives. Anyway, yeah. But sometimes you just want to hear stuff. So I do audiobooks, by the way. I have my own studio, so I don't need to go to somebody's studio. That's the beautiful thing of being me. I do commercials too, see. I do commercials. I do voiceovers. I just don't sit on my ass. I can. I'm retired and I live within my means, but I do other things. Like I do voiceovers. And you might be hearing commercials, or you might be hearing me and don't even know what you're listening to. But if you think I'm lazy and I'm sitting, my people will tell me, who utilize my services will tell you I'm their rock star. Because I always do my best at everything I do. I'm a star in whatever I decide to be. Right now, I'm going to be the star of this therapy. That's a wrap. Hashtag VAL Talk TV. Before y'all come for me, you better know about me from the source. Val rocks everything naturally. See me now?